Hello, everybody! Welcome to another Sunday Funday. And as you can all see, as I stutter over my words, we're talking about the good boys.
We still don't know how to kiss.
Your parents have a CPR doll. We can practice kissing on that.
Stop! You should never kiss someone without their permission.
May I kiss you?
What do you like about me?
You're sweet, you smell good. You're a really pretty CPR doll.
I consent.
Now, to kind of talk about Good Boys a little bit beforehand, it's not that we were being super, I might have been a little bit more negative than I think Megan was. Megan was a little bit more cautiously optimistic about it. But we weren't thinking this was going to be
I
terrible.
was optimistic until you said something. And I was like, well, maybe not going to be as funny as it looks. And
Yeah, because a lot of the trailers, the jokes felt... To me, they felt very Superbad. Not that... I actually really liked Superbad, just to touch on one thing real quick. And also, we'll go ahead and spoil a little bit of the movie. This is very much Superbad.
super bad with tweens. With preteens.
Yeah.
It does not work. Because these kids, first of all, are dumbasses.
Oh, God, they're so stupid.
Don't know what dildos are. Don't know what anal beads are. Don't even know how to pronounce anal.
Yeah, they don't know how it's spelled, and it's like, I knew this when I was in the 3rd grade.
Anal beads.
And all beads.
So I'm like, I wonder why I smell like shit. It's like, what does it mean you don't clean them? I was like, you're supposed to clean your toys after you use them.
Yeah, just a quick FYI, and we're going to talk about this. It's very fast. If you happen to be a person who partakes of different sex toys, clean them after use. If you're not, you are a nasty, nasty person.
Yeah, especially pertaining to toys that are used up the derriere, shall we say?
Yeah, because that can easily cause a lot of infections, a lot of spreading to different bacteria in areas where it shouldn't be. Like, how nobody throughout this entire movie is not ending up with constant amounts of pink eye, I don't know. God, this movie sucks, y'all. It's just gonna be short and sweet with it. This movie's bad.
Not super bad.
No, it's just lame. Like,
Yeah.
Superbad felt like a teen coming of age drama, more comedy than anything.
And I just now remember something. There was a storyline about the two friends in Superbad. That's almost like a copy of that, but with younger kids.
Well, Evan Goldberg, if I'm not mistaken, wrote Superbad, or he helped to write it or something like that.
Well, I know Seth Rogen was one of the producers on this.
Yeah, and Seth Rogen also helped to produce Superbad.
Yeah. And
same with Evan Goldberg. Just, yeah, there's a lot of parallels between this and Superbad, and none of them are...
It just doesn't hit the mark like they're wanting it to.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that the jokes... That's one of the biggest issues. A lot of the jokes are not very funny. A lot of them feel, oh, I know where this is going to go. Ha ha, it's that joke. Who would have guessed it? Like, there's maybe one joke we laughed throughout the entire movie. And it was
The kid's like, come on.
And there's this old white beard dude just staring.
Yeah, this old homeless man just coming, like, being kind of creepy. He's like, yeah, you looking at Gandalf?
Yeah, and it was actually pretty damn funny. It's like, alright, that's funny.
It's like, okay, I'll give you that one. But only that one.
Yeah, because other than that, and also here's the other thing, that is like at the hour mark of the movie.
Yeah.
Give or take. It's near the end of it, and it's, oh God, it's rough. Part of the problem, I will say also, is it doesn't help that these kids are very bad actors. And I get, they're kids, they're young, but whenever you have them trying to say very adult-oriented jokes and stuff like that, because you want it to be funny, it just comes off more juvenile than what if you had had just somebody who is supposed to be 18 who's obviously 22. Hell, at least with Superbad, I will give him this much. Jonah Hill, even though he was in his 20s, he looked like a teenager. at least acted like a dumb teenager.
Same with McLovin.
Yeah, and also, it's Michael Cera.
Yeah.
He looked like a teenager. He looks...
He still looks like a teenager.
Yeah, and hell, he reminds me of one of my friends from high school who was kind of awkward like that. It was kind of endearing to me. And it kind of... But also there's one other thing.
Zipperhead?
What? Oh.
I'll save my questions for after.
But, you know, it was kind of endearing in Superbad because there was a lot of things like, oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of this person. Oh, that kind of reminds me about this. You know, sure, it's a little bit exaggerated, but it still felt like it was grounded somewhere in some reality. It felt like it was also something memorable, I guess is a nice way to put it. Even though I think Superbad's kind of faded in the public consciousness. Here, the problem is you have kids who are saying jokes. It feels like they don't always know what it is that they're saying. Really, like, why is this funny? Why is everybody laughing at this? It just a lot of times the humor feels like the adults are the ones snickering, like, oh, I'm gonna say fuck.
Yeah.
What? That's not... I don't give a shit. It's not funny. Oh, I got to see a preteen say the F word. Woohoo!
Yeah, we went to public high school.
Yeah, it's like, trust me, we dealt with it plenty.
Yeah. It's like, we went to public school and growing up, I was like, I would say we're not impressed.
Yeah, and not only that, but I think another issue that this movie has is that because the kids are not really great actors and a lot of these situations don't feel as natural as they did in Superbad. Like Superbad, sure, they're exaggerated, but still, you can understand, like, the friend who got accidentally pulled in by the police and they took him for a wild ride. I knew a friend like that. It wasn't quite like that, but it was just the police messed with him the entire night just because he got popped with pot. No, it's his own stupid fault. Even admits in the police just jerked around with him because they were being assholes. Loving assholes. But here you have, I don't know, with Good Boys here, you have so many weird moments of, like, for instance, there is Will Forte who plays the main kid's name's Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah, there's Max, Thor, and Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas, who is the black kid. Let's put it that way. He's a token black kid.
It's like, we need to follow the rules. It's like, this is against the rules. We can't be doing this. Like, that kid.
Yeah, he's that kid. Thor is the...
Talks a good game, sort of, but he can't...
back it up and all of that, but he wants to do all these other things. Whoa, make me uncool. Try hard.
He wants so hard to be cool, be considered one of the cool kids, the popular kids, but he just tries way too hard, and he just... It's like, I have a problem. Like, he's into singing. Like, he's wanting to try out for this school musical. But then these cool kids are kind of, like, making fun of him. And
but not because he wants to try out for musical, because, let's just admit, if this was written in the 90s, they'd be calling him gay and shit like that. And there also seems to be constant, like, little hints that they're trying to say maybe the kid is actually gay, which, hey, it's cool, whatever, I don't care. But they never go anywhere with it, except for the fact the kid's like, oh, he's a try-hard. What? Really? What?
Yeah, some of the cool kids are tryhards, like...
Yeah, and it's like...
Trying way too hard. It's like, oh, so-and-so has the record for 3 sips of beer. It's like...
Yeah, and also, I think they want us to laugh because, oh, look, it's preteens drinking underage.
And also, like, yeah, there was, really wanting to be accepted, at that age. But I don't remember, like, it being that bad. And it was, like, not until, like, middle school or high school.
Yeah, that's another thing that, again, it does not help that we come from a slightly older generation. Well, one generation older. But still, it's like, that wasn't a thing. Like, there was still very much cliques, but not, like, very unintegrated cliques. Like, for my school, just to put it this way, I remember there were the sort of goth, then there were hard rockers who didn't always exactly go with the goths, but they did cross over. Then there were some of the nerdy kids who did mix with the hard rockers, and they would play like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering if they were really smart, which I tried to figure out. I didn't get for a little bit because I was dumb. And they usually also would have good grades, but people would kind of best maybe make fun of them a little because they're, oh, you make good grades, huh? I'm a retard. Well, but I don't know. It just, the cliques were not as established as this movie wants it to be. It feels like this was meant to be another Superbad movie, but then they realized, oh shit, we already wrote that.
Yeah.
And went, okay, well, let's just change it into tweens. Like, it doesn't fit as well. Especially with the dramatic moments, I think, by the end, that they try to enforce. Like,
you know, like dramatic storylines that kind of like get picked up here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't care. I really don't.
Yeah, we're supposed to care about, how these kids are, how they're able to stay friends. Because, like, there is a throwaway line that the girls who were chasing them at one point say, it's like, oh, well, we met after, 6th grade. And
So we met in 8th grade.
And they're like, well, it doesn't matter. You don't really meet your good friends until later on. It's like, that might be true, but it's not true for everybody.
Yeah, they were under the impression that, you meet your best friends for life, like in kindergarten, like they did, and these teenage girls are coming along, just burst their bubbles, like, well, what does that mean for us? Like, are we gonna, like is the band gonna break up, pretty much? Like,
yeah. It feels like...
it's like, in the end, they're gonna end up working out and, coming back together as friends. So, it's just, there's no stakes, really.
It also doesn't help that realistically, by the end of it all, it's like they're still friends, just they're a little bit not as close as they used to be.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah, they're all kind of doing their own thing. Like Thor is in,
musical.
Yeah, like in theater and stuff. And Lucas he's joined the Scabs, the something anti-bullying. Like very much a safety patrol. And
Max is trying to be the popular kid.
Yeah, he's like kind of hanging out with cool kids and kind of going from one girlfriend to another.
Yeah. Well,
after making such a big deal about this one
girlfriend, he holds hands with them.
Well, and kisses them, I think.
Yeah, maybe. And also, just to touch on one other thing, beyond the fact that, like, the drama doesn't really work. Again, because you have a lot of these kids who are pretty much, oh, well, I need to say this, or I need to say this, and the acting is piss poor throughout most of it. Because at least with Jonah Hill, he had an interesting delivery. Michael Cera's delivery, even as stilted as it can seem, it at least worked, because again, we all know that awkward kid. We know all that kid who talked odd like that, no matter what. He always seemed like he was in a bad movie. It just is. Here, you also have the one area defining issue. This isn't funny. Not only are the jokes really poorly executed because they just, oh, hey, you can see it coming a mile away. It's this joke.
I think there were a couple parts that were like sort of funny, like,
Some are like, huh, one of those.
Yeah, but they were mostly like in the trailers. Like when they were trying to cross the highway, it's like, no, okay, I'll just live here.
Yeah, like some of the, I think it was almost like an ad-lib moment saying something like that. Because that's the thing, is like whenever it feels like it's more
like let
just...
the kids just be kids. Don't, like, quit trying to force them into these adult situations that just don't feel natural and just feel almost kind of pervy.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Well, also it doesn't help that... That was the best way to describe this. Whenever they have the kids talk a lot of times, whenever it's obviously it's written out dialogue, written out stuff. It's not something like whenever they're doing ad lib stuff. It's funny. Like some of it's like, okay, that actually, oh, I actually got a little smile out of it, or like the "fuck you, Gandalf" thing. I think that was completely the fuck out of nowhere.
Say, fuck you, Gandalf.
Yeah. It's like, all right, that was funny.
Oh, it's like,
Random
oh, I
as hell,
still see me doing that to one of my kids.
But a lot of what they more the comedy that they try to have kids is like the nymphomaniac joke that's in the trailers that I always groaned at.
It's like, oh, she has sex on water and in land. Or
It's like, are they fucking Rugrats? Why are they not able to Google something?
yeah, it's like a lot of the comedy is the fact that they're so ignorant about all this like sexual stuff. Like they don't know what dildos are. It's like
Yeah, they don't know
sixth
how
grade.
to.
Like you know what sex toys are.
Yeah, and not only that, but there is a lot of that awkward humor that a lot of it leads into the moments where you're like, this is not just awkward. This is making me feel like I'm going to need to go talk with John Hanson after this. He's like, do you know, are you cruising for butthole 14? Oh no. Please don't make that your username ever. Just gave somebody a terrible idea. But that awkward humor that also just, it just begins to get to the point where I'm like, I don't want to be here. I just want to leave.
Yeah, it was just and a number of times like it just kind of almost bordered on pedophilia. It's like, just really uncomfortable, kind of squeaky. Just it's like, can we just get this over with? This movie just end already.
Yeah, we're not prudes, but I think that's part of the reason why we don't mind movies such as Superbad. That, hey, one, they're teenagers bordering on those going to I'm about to go to college, or there's other movies I just can't think of off the top of my head.
Like not even teen movies, but like say like Waiting.
Yeah,
Has like some kind of like some gross out humor, some sexual humor, and stuff. It's like okay, a lot of that is funny because that's adults just
being idiots.
yeah, just letting off steam and just being adults. Like, but it wouldn't work with kids because like
it doesn't work. I think because of the fact that we never. And that's another thing this movie does. Like, it blows a lot of things at once. Oh, we're going to make this really big and out of proportion.
yeah, it's like you're in sixth grade. Other than like getting your homework in on time and passing tests and stuff, what is your what problems do you have?
Well, I think the thing is that this movie wants to constantly throw in all the sexual humor and stuff like that because we need to have one of these kids, his parents have all these sex toys and stuff like that because jokes.
All these dildos, anal beads, even a sex doll.
Yeah, one of those
and
real
a
life
sex
dolls.
swing that you see in the trailers.
Yeah, which that's actually at the end of the fucking movie
Yeah,
for some
very
reason.
last scene.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know why this movie exists. It's the biggest problem. Like I said, I think they were trying to make a movie meant for high school kids or kids going into high school, and they're like, well, shit, we kind of already did that with Superbad, so let's just redo it for tweens, and it won't be anywhere near as weird as this. Oh, no, this is actually really fucking weird and actually kind of creepy in points. And unfortunately, a lot of it's just...
kind of gross at some points. That it's like, okay, this... Like, with the sex, I was like, it's kind of sticky.
It kind of tastes like dick. It
No,
has
it doesn't.
puke.
I was like, why does she have hair in her mouth?
It's like, yeah,
It's like just so like, oh.
yeah. It's like there's a point to where there can be gross out humor, but
Like wait.
yeah, like Waiting's moment where they fuck over the lady who was just completing her asshole. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it's almost kind of satisfying to watch someone that rude getting their comeuppance.
Yeah, but here, I don't know. Just, I guess because none of these kids, you don't really care that much about any of them. Like, all their development you see in the movie itself. and even then, it's not really any development. It's just it's bad, y'all. It's really bad. It doesn't. And the worst part is it doesn't try.
I think it tries a little too hard, personally.
Well, it is a try hard in its own way, in the fact that it wants to try and gross you out real hard, but it doesn't really try to make you laugh really
Yeah, it
hard.
tries to have like this crude sexual humor. It's like it does not really work with kids.
I know the perfect movie analogy, or the movie that this is exact showing of. It's like, it is Bucky Larson, the fucking movie that stars Adam Sandler's best friend who kept popping up movies and learns his parents own the or owns a porn film industry thing. Whatever, I don't being stupid right now. But yeah, there's all these sexual jokes, but they feel like they're written by 12-year-olds. It feels like people who don't really understand sex all that well, and that's what this movie feels like. And I get people like, well, they would know about sex real well. That is the thing. If they don't, what is funny about it? Just because they don't know about it? Because that's not funny to me. Oh, I'm laughing because this person doesn't know what the square root of pi is. It's the equivalent. It's like you're laughing at somebody's lack of knowledge. And not only that, but again, as I describe it, they make these kids rugrats. And the fact that they don't understand things, so they say things purposely wrong a lot of times. And when I talk about purposely wrong, like there's the anal beads thing. Bleeds. Ooh, that's really bad. Or the fact that, like, when they talk about, oh, you don't know like how to kiss or anything like that. Why never bring up the fact, hey, watch a movie. Not even a porn. Or hell, like, there's supposed to be a little joke. Oh, they don't know how to spell porn. They spell P-O-R-B. Funny? I don't get it. I don't know what this movie is aiming for. If it's aiming for obscurity, congrats, you fucking got it, because that's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, ignorance may be bliss, but it's not exactly funny. Like, didn't exactly make for good comedy.
Yeah, instead, it just makes for a lot of awkward tension where you're just like, oh, I won't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the probably worst thing about any comedy, especially a movie like this. Like Night School and other pieces of shit we've seen in the past. Whenever you have a movie that's so aggressively, first off, not funny, but on top of everything, it's actually kind of making you just uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I
almost feel like a pedophile. It was like, I need a shower now.
Yeah, it just... You begin to hate the movie more than you probably should. Because ultimately, it's like, the biggest thing we'd say about this movie is it's fucking forgettable in terms of humor, but any of its other stuff, it's fucking gross. And not even good gross, like...
I was saying, not even an entertaining kind of gross, more just like, ew, like, can we just move on? This is gross.
Yeah, it's like, I want to quit hearing about kids talking about their own dicks.
Yeah, it's like, kids talking about sex and acting like they're on a mission to get laid when all this one kid wants to do is just kiss his crush.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know a better coming of age story, I thought, and it did a lot of gross out humor, and I thought it still was a lot funnier? American Pie. Yeah. That was a better coming of age story, and even then that did go a lot more for gross out humor and stuff like that at times. And it also could be a lot more ignorantly stupid. Meatballs. Cry out loud. This movie's terrible. So... Well, is there anything else you want to say about this nasty little film?
Hollywood, quit making shit like this. These kind of like coarse humor, gross humor, kind of coming of age movies only really work with teens. Mm-hmm. Or at least about teens with actors that are like in their 20s.
Yeah, makes us feel less like we're about to need to go register with the local area. So that way kids can't be within 500 feet of us. Mm-hmm. So, what do you give this wonderful Good Boys film as a final score?
I give it a 1. Bad boys. Bad boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a 1 through and through. This doesn't try as its biggest problem. And when it does try, it tries in ways that it should stop trying.
Like you're making me uncomfortable. Stop it.
I know some people really, it's funny because it makes you feel awkward. No.
The other number of parts are, like, the audience we were with were just, like, laughing their asses. I was like...
I think our audience was a plant. Not like a plant like a tree, but I think they were paid by Universal to go to theaters to laugh at this film. Not because this movie's not funny, nobody should laugh at it. I get people laugh at some stupid stuff. People laugh at Big Bang Theory for crying out fucking loud. I can see you staring at me. But more importantly, like when they would laugh, like it always felt that like weird, abbreviated, almost
Like,
canned laughter. Ha 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 jokes in it.
uh,
It's like they purposely laughed just the right amount so the next joke. Ha 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 ha. It was like, did we have like cue cards that we're missing and I'm just not paying a fucking attention? Am I that lady from First Night? Or not First Night. A Knight's Tale who didn't get how to do the We Will Rock You thing? Once y'all see her, you will never unsee her. She is the best thing in the entire movie.
at least that's...
No, the entire movie. She is the best thing because she just...
You haven't even seen the entire movies. You can't say
I have watched the first 40 minutes and the last 20 minutes. That's enough for me. I'm good. I just love her. So confused, does not know how to get that beat. Yeah, it's just a simple don't. Shh. Yeah, she's like, she's a good second or two behind everybody, and you notice her. You think the
one
editor,
person on the planet, I guess, has never heard "We Will Rock You."
Yeah, you think the editor went, shit, what am I gonna do with that? Oh yeah, fucking go watch Avengers Endgame. Go watch. What was that movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's still out right now.
Yeah, go give that movie some money.
Yeah, don't give this movie any money. Let it burn and stay behind, and we forget about it.
It fizzle out like a bath fart.
Well, hopefully next week we'll take a bad taste out of our mouths because it's actually a movie I'm actually looking forward to. If y'all cannot remember, that is of course Don't Let Go, which, hey, hopefully it seems interesting. Hopefully it stays to its interesting premise.
No, we're saying.
Oh yeah, no man.
Don't Let Go is after that.
Yeah, it's Ready or Not next week. We're gonna. There might just be a solo review of me with Angel Has Fallen because got stuff I need to do next Sunday. So actually, Ready or Not will be coming out probably like Saturday night. But hey,
Please, because like this one that looks funny.
it looks I give it a heart already. From trailer, I'm like, and so far, unfortunately, I haven't been wrong. I don't know why I haven't been wrong. So that's good, boys. Avoid the movie like the fucking plague. It's. I'd argue it's worse than Captive State. That's a hard argument to make, though.
It's like Captain State's like just dropped you in the middle of the store. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I just dropped you in the middle of a pedophilia ring. But hey, we'll see y'all next week with Ready or Not. It might just be me with Angel Has Fallen. But until
Ready or Not, here we come. You love me.
Till I start singing Fugees, or Fugees, I think is how it's pronounced.
Fugees.
Yeah. Until then, we'll see y'all later. So, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.